story of a land, of the people who lived on it in the year 1870, and of a man whose name was Cochise. He was an Indian, leader of the Chiricahua Apache tribe. I was involved in the story, and what I have to tell happened exactly as you'll see it. For 10 years, we'd been on a savage war with his people, a bloody, no-give, no-take war.
Maybe someday you will kill me or I will kill you, but we will not spit on each other.
That is how I feel. I prayed that a decent peace would come. I wanted it for my country, I wanted it for Cochise and his people, and I wanted it because I loved a girl.
Will there not always be whites who will hate your wife because of the color of her skin? Hear me, tall one. I ask you to think on it. Your way may be filled with bitterness. Think, is it not better to live with your own?
He's a copperhead. He sold us out. Bring him out. What are you waiting for? No!
Take your women, your children, your horses, your weapons. Leave our territory.
I leave you my name also. Now I am ashamed to be a Chiricahua. I will take the name Mexican enemies have given me. The whites will learn it, and you will learn it. From now on, I am Geronimo.
I break the arrow.
Broken Arrow, 1950. A Western focused on promoting understanding between settlers and Native Americans. Broken Arrow, the 1950 Western directed by Delmer Daves and starring James Stewart, is more than just a thrilling narrative of cowboys and Indians. It's a landmark film, lauded for its progressive portrayal of Native Americans and its explicit advocacy for peace and understanding between cultures locked in conflict. Released during a period of heightened racial tensions in the United States, Broken Arrow dared to challenge prevailing stereotypes and offer a nuanced perspective on the complex relationship between settlers and indigenous populations. Its enduring legacy lies not only in its cinematic achievements, but also in its powerful message of reconciliation and the enduring relevance of its themes in a world still grappling with issues of cultural understanding and social justice. The film is loosely based on the real-life story of Tom Jeffords, an Indian agent who brokered a historic peace treaty with Cochise, the leader of the Chiricahua Apache. The narrative unfolds in 1870s Arizona, a volatile landscape marked by constant clashes between prospectors, ranchers, and the Apache tribes defending their land. Tom Jeffords, James Stewart, a former Union Army scout, becomes disillusioned with the endless cycle of violence. He rejects the prevailing prejudice of his fellow settlers and seeks to understand the Apache perspective. Stewart delivers a nuanced and compelling performance as Jeffords. He portrays a man driven by a deep sense of fairness and a genuine desire for peace. He's not a simple do-gooder. However, he's a pragmatist who understands the complexities of the situation and the deep-seated mistrust on both sides. Stewart masterfully conveys Jeffords's evolving understanding of Apache culture and his growing respect for their traditions. He imbues the character with a quiet strength and unwavering conviction that makes his journey believable and emotionally resonant. Jeffords' transformative journey begins when he saves the life of a young Apache boy, a courageous act of empathy that sets him on a path towards reconciliation. He learns their language, customs, and ways of thinking, immersing himself in their world. This dedication eventually leads him to Cochise, Jeff Chandler, the proud and formidable leader of the Chiricahua. Cochise, initially wary of Jeffords, is gradually won over by his honesty and respect. Jeff Chandler's portrayal of Cochise is a crucial element in the film's success. Unlike the stereotypical depictions of savage Indian warriors that dominated Hollywood at the time, Chandler plays Cochise with dignity, intelligence, and a deep sense of responsibility to his people. He is portrayed as a strategic thinker, a wise leader, and a devoted father, a fully realized human being grappling with the survival of his tribe. Chandler's performance earned him an Academy Award nomination and helped to pave the way for more complex and respectful portrayals of Native Americans in film. Their initial meeting is charged with tension and suspicion. Jeffords, unarmed and vulnerable, approaches Cochise with a plea for peace. He argues that continued warfare will only lead to more bloodshed and ultimately the destruction of both cultures. Cochise, skeptical but intrigued, agrees to a trial period of peaceful exchange. The fragile peace that follows is constantly threatened by those on both sides who are resistant to change. Lawless prospectors continue to encroach on Apache land, while vengeful settlers seek retribution for past attacks. Within the Apache community, some warriors believe that negotiation is a sign of weakness and advocate for continued resistance. One of the most significant challenges to the peace comes in the form of a stagecoach ambush orchestrated by renegade Apaches. Jeffords, wrongly accused of complicity in the attack, faces the anger and suspicion of his own community. His unwavering belief in peace is tested to its limits. Adding another layer of complexity to the story is Jeffords's burgeoning romance with Sansire, Deborah Paget, a beautiful Apache woman. Their love affair transcends cultural barriers and symbolizes the potential for genuine understanding and harmony between their two worlds. However, their relationship also highlights the profound sacrifices required to bridge the divide between their cultures. Their romance is portrayed with a degree of sensitivity unusual for the period. While acknowledging the inherent challenges of their relationship, Broken Arrow avoids resorting to simplistic stereotypes or sensationalized melodrama. The film emphasizes the genuine affection and mutual respect that develop between Jeffords and Sansire, portraying their love as a powerful force for understanding and reconciliation. Tragically, their happiness is short-lived. Sansire is killed in an ambush, a devastating blow that threatens to shatter the fragile peace. Jeffords, heartbroken and enraged, is tempted to abandon his commitment to reconciliation. However, Cochise reminds him of the importance of honoring his promise and continuing the fight for peace. The film culminates in a historic treaty signing between the U.S. government and the Chiricahua Apache. While the treaty is ultimately broken by the government, Broken Arrow emphasizes the importance of striving for peace even in the face of adversity. The film ends with Jeffords riding off into the sunset, carrying the memory of Sansire and the hope for a future where different cultures can coexist in harmony. Beyond the compelling performances and gripping narrative, Broken Arrow is significant for its groundbreaking visual style. Director Delmer Daves filmed on location in Arizona, capturing the stunning beauty of the landscape and imbuing the film with a sense of authenticity. The cinematography is breathtaking, showcasing the vastness of the desert and the rugged terrain that served as the backdrop for the conflict. Daves also made a conscious effort to portray Apache culture with respect and accuracy. He consulted with Native American advisors and incorporated elements of Apache language, customs, and ceremonies into the film. While some aspects of the portrayal are still products of their time, Broken Arrow undeniably marked a significant step forward in the representation of Native Americans in Hollywood. Broken Arrow was revolutionary for its time in its attempt towards a more balanced and empathetic portrayal of Native Americans. Prior to its release, Westerns commonly depicted indigenous people as savage and one-dimensional antagonists. Broken Arrow, with its nuanced characters and its story of genuine respect and understanding, was a radical departure from these harmful stereotypes. Despite its progressive themes, Broken Arrow is not without its flaws. The film relies on certain romanticized notions of Native American culture, and some critics have argued that it still perpetuates a form of noble savage stereotype. Furthermore, the film's focus on the individual hero, Tom Jeffords, can overshadow the complexities of the larger historical context and the systemic injustices faced by Native Americans. However, it's important to view Broken Arrow within the context of its time. Released during the early years of the Cold War and a period of significant social unrest in the United States, the film's message of tolerance and understanding was particularly timely. It challenged prevailing prejudices and offered a vision of a more inclusive and equitable society. Broken Arrow had a profound impact on the Western genre and on the broader cultural landscape. It paved the way for more complex and nuanced portrayals of Native Americans in film and television. It also helped to raise awareness of the historical injustices faced by indigenous populations and to promote dialogue about the importance of cultural understanding. In conclusion, Broken Arrow remains a powerful and relevant film, even decades after its release. While it may not be a perfect depiction of the historical events it portrays, it stands as a significant achievement in its attempt to humanize Native Americans and to advocate for peace and reconciliation. James Stewart's nuanced performance, Jeff Chandler's dignified portrayal of Cochise, and Delmer Daves' evocative direction combine to create a compelling and thought-provoking cinematic experience. Broken Arrow is a testament to the power of film to challenge prejudice, promote understanding, and inspire hope for a better future. Its message of peace and reconciliation continues to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of empathy, respect, and the pursuit of justice for all. The film's enduring legacy is a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable differences, the possibility of understanding and peaceful coexistence always exists.